If you're new to our channel, we spend our weekends at our off-grid cabin digging a tunnel into the hillside through solid rock. That might sound crazy, but the craziest part is, we're doing it just for fun. Hope you enjoy. So it's been 3 weeks since we've been up here to the tunnel. Man, things have sure changed. It's starting to look like a jungle around here. Haven't cracked the door yet on the tunnel. Even it is all cobwebbed in. Let's get it open, see what it looks like in there. It actually feels freezing cold in here. So it looks like the water's officially dried up. Got that going for us. Now it's foggy in here. Nothing's caved in. A lot of moisture on the drill. So cool. First order of business is get this X ceiling up. So we've got some incense burning to the mosquito gods here. They're out in full force today. Lots of rain last night, now it's humid. Quite sticky. But they're not unbearable. That being said, nothing like the black flies in the last video. So I think we can safely put this pump away for the season. That'll make it a little more easier for working around in here. Don't have to worry about breaking it all the time. So I'm going to rake some of that finer muck back into this hole and fill it in for now. Just make it a lot easier for getting stuff in and out. So before I can haul that muck out, I've got to widen the entrance to this ramp right here. Just this last few feet got to be 4 or 5 inches wider to allow for our new system. So just getting ready to haul some muck out. But we're abandoning all this system. Not using this new minecart here. This big one. Not using that winch no more. So without any further ado, this is the new cart. It was on sale, $100 Canadian. Dumps off the rear. Not very heavy duty, but neither am I. So we'll give it a try. It fits in the tunnel nicely, it's nice and light, it's nimble. I can wheel it wherever I want and dump it. Sure, it's smaller loads. You can handle 600 pounds, theoretically. But I'm thinking I can fill it up, run it out, dump it in a fraction of the time it takes me to set up the big one. So I think it'll be faster in the end. We'll see how it holds up. The plastic is a little thin for dropping bigger rocks into. Might have put a piece of plywood in the bottom or something. We'll just be gentle on it for this weekend. See what happens. Now, of course, it is a little tight backing into the tunnel, but we'll make it work. So we even got a brand new shovel for in the tunnel. Good Canadian made product. Let's go put it to work. So I'll give you guys a little behind the scenes how the sausage is made clip here. Check this out. I finally got around to printing up some camera mounts to screw onto the wall. There's one there. One further down there, closer to the action. Now at some point, I am going to hit that with my shoulder and curse the day I ever had the idea. Actually, I think that's going to work nicely. Let's try that and see what it looks like. So that was my first official load with the wagon. I give it 2 thumbs up. There's no weight really at all pulling it up out of the tunnel. Dumps slick as can be. Big fan. Man, that is humid in here. Oh, I can barely take it. Remember 10 minutes ago when I said I wasn't going to overload this thing? Frig me. I think we are going to get rained out here at any minute. It's actually raining a bit right now. We're supposed to get torrential here shortly. I've got this mosquito coil set, so all the smoke settles down in this trench right here. That way every time you go in or out of the tunnel, you get a lungful of poisonous smoke. That way you're more incentivized to stay inside and get more work done. Whew. Okay, now we gotta get serious about this roof. So it's a new day. I just got done with the hair and makeup, guys, so I'm ready to start recording again. But I never quite got that ceiling up last night. It started torrentially raining out and I lost my motivation. But here I am, gonna get it done now. So the first thing I'm gonna do is jackhammer out that corner just a little bit more. It's a bit of a pain. There's no way around it. So I'm just gonna jump right into it. So I've got the ceiling temporary wedged up there with this temporary leg. Now I gotta get them fastened together, then cut the legs that actually fit on the side that do the actual supporting. Looks good though. Might keep me alive another day. So there it is, finally up. This section's been a long time coming. Goes up on an angle. These two nice, they'd be 5-inch diameter cedar logs. Should be able to handle the moisture, rot resistant. Nice and solid, jammed right up tight against the ceiling. It's going to hold nicely. Then all the panels are connected together with big structural screws now. quite confident in it. So now we can keep pushing forward. It's gonna be fun to get here and just start jackhammering again. So it's actually been a week since I put that last ceiling panel up. We ended up having to leave a little bit early last weekend, never got enough time to do more recording. But we're back here today. Looking forward to getting in there with the jackhammer, getting some tunneling done. Just spent a bit of time this morning leveling out the tailings pile here. It's looking pretty. Make it a lot nicer for wheeling it with that wagon. So I can just come right out, turn right around, back it up to the edge and dump it off. So I can get a better view here. Kind of see what's going on here a little better. So I'll slowly start filling in up to Kylie's rock wall right here. So in reality, that can hold months of material right there at the current rate. After that, we'll come up with a new plan. This is looking kind of good here, cleans it all up. So we've actually started locking the tunnel door now, just to be safe. Never know who's going to stumble on it here. You can feel the cold air just wafting right up this ramp right here. Crazy. Pretty much just like we left it. Only colder. Man, it's cold in here. Get this out of the way. So there actually is still a little bit of seepage of water on the bottom. Not much. There's no real standing water, just some wet areas. So I guess there's no need of putting it off. We can just put on our safety gear and start jackhammering. Everything's prepped, ready to roll. It's starting to get quite warm in there. Can we get some fresh air and get the wagon, haul a load of that out, make a little more room in there. me show you what we're up against here now. Surprisingly, we're actually getting a little trickle of water again. So you kind of see we've got some distinct layers here. This stuff is quite hard. So I think this bottom layer right here is that hard gray granite-like stuff. Big chunk of quartz right here again. And this ledge right here, I think is a little mixture of quartz and that hard granite stuff. The jackhammer barely scratches it. And then we've got this big knob sticking out here. Not quite sure what it is yet. But what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to get out the micro blaster again. Try blasting some of this rock. Just save a little jackhammering. So I haven't actually used this thing now in months. So, rock never broke, but the blaster is up there, top of the ceiling somehow or another. What in the world? Well, that's a first. Weird. Fire in the hole. So as you guys seen, that micro blaster doesn't even really scratch this rock at all. I don't know what it is, but it's just as hard as titanium feels like. It is hard as a rock. So after a couple blasts with the micro blaster, I just shut the camera off and tried a few different things. Let me run you through them. So right in here, you can see where I scaled some off. Actually drilled a 5/8 hole with the hammer drill and used the feather and wedges. The feather and wedges actually split it, no problem. So I don't know why, but with a brand new 5/8 bit, or almost brand new, the rock was bringing this drill right to its knees. It would almost stop it dead and pull it like I only drilled down in. Like you can kind of see the hole right there. I only drilled in about 3 or 4 inches and pulled the bit out, and the tip was actually glowing red hot, like melting red hot. So I kept dipping it in the water, drilling again, and I couldn't even get a second hole to penetrate it at all. The rock's just too hard. But surprisingly, the bit doesn't look any worse for the wear. Like usually you'll take the carbide off the end of these bits, but that's all still there. I don't know why, but it's just like it's grabbing right into the rock. It actually stops the drill from spinning. I know it's not a very big drill, but it's had no trouble drilling it in the past through the quartz and through everything else. So that's a bit discouraging there. So after that, I got the jackhammer, just went crazy over here on this knob of quartz on the side. I got a lot of it broken down and out, but again, it is a hard go. It's not really sustainable. I think this gray stuff we're seeing through here, this band, I think that's the base rock here. I think it's some sort of a hard granite or pure titanium, one or the other. Everything above it, I can do with the jackhammer, no problem. The ceiling's the same stuff we've been dealing with all along. Then the fragmented stuff there. The quartz vein on the left, but then you get down to that stuff and it's unpenetratable. So for now, I'm going to need some time to think about what to do here. The micro blaster's not going to work at all for it. The jackhammer's too light, won't penetrate it. So with actual real blasting being off the table, I'm not a licensed blaster and don't know one. Plus that would open up a whole nother can of worms again. The only real technically viable option that I can think of would be Dexpan expanding grout. I've experimented with it here in the tunnel before. Some of you guys that watched some of the older videos probably remember it. It works well. It's a little slow, but it does work. The only problem with that is it's so expensive. And to be honest with you, it's not economically viable. It's technically viable, but not economically viable for a hobby. I think it's about it's $70 Canadian for a gallon pail, like 7 pounds of it, which is only in reality enough for a few holes. So that gets pretty expensive pretty quickly. Maybe if you work there, if you know anybody that works there, have them sponsor me. That would be a nice bonus. Keep this tunnel going forever then. Yeah, but without that stuff, I don't know what to do here. It's kind of bumming me out now that I've got that nice little dump wagon that's been working so slick all day. I can finally get muck out of here a lot faster so I can make better time. And of course, now I can't make better time because I can't break the rock. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video. I'm kind of at a standstill here. I'm going to have to go home, think about it all week, and maybe come back next weekend with a new plan. See what we can come up with. Alrighty guys, once again, thanks for watching. Take care.